The Great Depression. A historical overview. English story simplified. The Great Depression was a severe worldwide economic downturn that lasted from 1929 to the late 1930s. It began in the United States following the stock market crash on October 29, 1929, known as Black Tuesday. This event wiped out millions of investors, leading to a sharp decline in consumer spending and investment, which caused widespread business failures and mass unemployment. Banks failed by the thousands, and many people lost their life savings. Unemployment rates soared, reaching about 25% in the United States at its peak. People were forced to stand in breadlines and live in makeshift shantytowns called Hoovervilles. Named sarcastically after President Herbert Hoover, who was blamed for not doing enough to combat the crisis. The economic collapse had a global impact. International trade plummeted by more than 50%, leading to severe economic distress in countries around the world. Many nations responded by imposing tariffs and trade barriers, which only worsened the situation. In the United States, the government eventually took action under President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who was elected in 1932. He introduced the New Deal, a series of programs and policies designed to promote economic recovery and social reform. Key elements of the New Deal included financial reforms, job creation programs, and social safety nets. Programs like the Civilian Conservation Corps, CCC, and the Works Progress Administration, WPA, provided jobs for millions of Americans. The Great Depression also led to significant changes in government policy and the role of the state in economic affairs. The Social Security Act of 1935 established unemployment insurance and old age pensions, creating a safety net for the most vulnerable. Banking reforms, including the establishment of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, helped restore public confidence in the financial system. While the New Deal helped alleviate some of the suffering and put the economy on a path to recovery, it was ultimately the outbreak of World War II that ended the Great Depression. The war effort led to a massive increase in industrial production and job creation, effectively pulling the global economy out of its prolonged slump. The Great Depression had profound and lasting effects on society, politics, and the global economy. It exposed the vulnerabilities of the capitalist system and led to increased government intervention in the economy. The hardships endured during this time also fostered a greater sense of solidarity and the demand for social and economic reforms. Lessons learned from the Great Depression influenced economic policies and regulations for decades to come, aiming to prevent such a devastating economic collapse from happening again.